but we're not of the rhetoric you're seeing out there. So it will be definitely impacting our organization. But we're seeing things change. People are reshaping their programs. They are essentially riding a horse of a different color into market because what used to be just public facing, this is what we do and how we do it. We at Disability Solutions have a very quantifiable sort of program. If, for example, we have a provider that invests at least over $15,000, and we were able to deliver back quantifiable hires that not only allowed for the renewal of said services, but it actually doubled their effort because it's a quantifiable, measurable tool, much like your Indeeds, your LinkedIn's of the world, and so on and so forth.
I think that, you said 1 in 4 people have like disabilities, and that's probably 1 in 4 people, but they aren't even disclosing it. Like a lot of people don't talk about that stuff. There's this stigma of, mental health or any problem with yourself, and how you process information could be viewed down upon. I think that, the work that you're doing and work that others in our space are doing to kind of say it's okay, everybody's dealing with something. Everybody is processing information differently, and that's okay. But it's incredible that your parent company's been around for 100 years, because this stuff hasn't been it's not mainstream accepted from our like parents' generation, for example.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I'm like positive that my dad had dyslexia growing up, and never talked about it and stuff. So I'm sure there's all sorts of people that say that okay, there's more disabilities out there. There's a rise in it, but it's probably just a rise in people reporting it or being actually diagnosed. That's just my 2 cents on
No,
it.
and you hit the nail right on the head, probably a couple times in all honesty. I mean, part of what we do is educational here. We are breaking down barriers every single day in regards to bringing our organization forward. Take, for example, I oversee a lot of our programmatic effort and energy within the organization. There are no programmatic vendors out there from the job board space that operate in diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging in general, let alone disability. So not only am I flying the flag, but I'm essentially the torchbearer for a lot of organizations, hopefully, to come behind us and really sort of participate from duration-based hiring into performance-based hiring and really kind of take that effort forward. But you go back to disclosure. Like, do I should I self-disclose to my employer? I've always been of the mindset, because I essentially joined the disability community at a young age. I disclose it early and often. But what I found though is sometimes it's in one ear, out the other when it comes to not only your employer, but really your direct managers. And it's not something that they really can control, because at the end of the day, I survived 12 years at Career Builder, which was a cutthroat sales environment. So it was put up or shut up, and they were more than happy to show you the door. And so I needed to be performative. Now, if I asked for accommodations, which I typically did not, but I was on file with HR, and they're like, well, just talk to your managers and let them know exactly how that works. The end of the day, it really comes down to education. And so finding the ability to work at Disability Solutions is phenomenal in breaking down those barriers, because some employers get it and others are learning. And we love every single one of them for all their effort in it.
Well, I love the work that you're doing there, you and the team. I love seeing you at events. So we'll have to grab a beer at the next HR Tech. But if people want to find you online, where can they go?
Easiest is just right there on LinkedIn, Michael O'Sullivan. There aren't very many O somethings in the world. My grandfather rolled through Ellis Island, and technically speaking, they added the O apostrophe to my name. I actually have a lot of relatives, both stateside and back in Ireland, that are just Sullivans. And so you shouldn't have any issue finding Michael O'Sullivan.
All right. Well, there you have it. The whole origin story of Michael O'Sullivan.